practice the last couple of days? What are you trying to impart to these guys?
Get better, play harder. We're
Okay,
just,
thanks.
we're just execute. Tried to work on, tried to make it make it fun. Had a lot of competitive stuff, and tried to get them up and down, not think too much. Nothing earth-shattering.
Nothing revolutionary.
Nope.
And how they respond? Where is your team at this point? Do you think, as far as what they think of themselves and what they still have in front of them?
Well, I hope they understand how we're down to now where it's going to separate here pretty soon, and we've got to be a part of the positive separation. There's 9 teams, and any one of those 9 could step up and be in a better position, and we're certainly not out of the woods. I mean, we've got a little bit of a cushion, 1 game, but not much. So this week's important to us. But a lot of people are, I'm sure, saying the same thing. I just hope that they recognize that.
And what do you do with a young, talented guy like Jabari Bird, who's obviously really having a hard time in the middle of his freshman season right now? He missed a lot of important time with the injury, and it seems like he's kind of tentative out there.
Just got to keep encouraging him. He's such a good kid. He just wants to win. He wants to help. It starts with playing as hard as you can, just sprinting and going and making some of the other things. Scoring's not really. It helps, but it's not. Go get rebounds, go defend somebody, sprint the floor, get a couple assists, all those other things. You're trying to convince these young kids just to play hard and see how you can help us win. It's been hard, and the time that he missed was really invaluable time that can't be made up. But he's such a quality kid, and we're just trying to encourage him to hang in there and continue to work. Yeah, he's going to be a really good player. It's not easy. Now all of a sudden everybody's as big, everybody's as athletic, everybody's as long. Most people are older. It's not easy.
For a guy like him, and like most guys coming into college who've had so much success, to all of a sudden have a tough patch like this, they just have to understand that they're going to get through it, and you just have to keep working.
Well, the game of basketball is multifaceted. It's not just about, making shots when you're open. I mean, it's like I told him, you go to drive and there's 3 guys coming ball side. In summer stuff, nobody bothers. They're happy to see a dunk so they can get the ball back. But now you start going basket, there's going to be somebody come over, and he's likely to be a big guy that's going to make it difficult and be physical for you. So now the whole game changes in terms of how you need to adjust the speed, the quickness. Everybody's probably as big as you are all of a sudden. So it's learning to play the game against the very best players and taking your skills and putting them to use, which is what he will do.
Do you worry about his confidence? You figure he's got enough?
Oh, sure you do. He's just a young kid, and he's emotional, and all that stuff plays into it. Fortunately, his family is very strong, very positive, very great. Got a great family that supports, and he's very grounded that way. But yeah, sure you worry about that.
What are you expecting from WSU? That might be based on what you saw last time, and how they might be different at home.
Well, they got Lacey back, and Lacey comes out, and second game out gets 34. So obviously, you add their leading scorer that you add back to the roster. Guy that's capable of putting up numbers. It gives you one more spot to go to. They've been good at home, haven't been quite as good on the road, and so they'll be fired up, ready to play, and we're going to have to match their intensity, and we're going to have to come out. It's really important for us now to come out with 8 games, 4 weeks to be ready to play every game.
Is Lacey the sort that
makes the other guys better? And if you just see just an overall improvement, not just his scoring.
Well, if I don't, he doesn't pass. If that's what you mean, that's not his job. His job's to shoot shots, and he's very athletic, and he can make deep shots. So now all of a sudden you've got one more place to go. Probably makes him better from the standpoint that if his guy helps, now they've got this guy that could really score the ball. But as far as coming down and making others better, that's not his job. His job's to score. Anytime you can add points to your roster, it helps you.
You didn't play there last year, right? I don't think you went.
We did not.
Yeah, so some of your guys, a fair amount of your guys have never been there, probably, right?
We're in for a treat.
Are you getting a little more out of Cameron Rooks lately than you thought, or is he about on course?
No, he's improving every day. I mean, he's getting better. He's working hard. He's trying to, he's working at it. Again, I mean, he's like most big guys or guys that size. It's just going to take him longer. There's a lot more adjustment for him to make. He's better when he's against a big guy that's not quite as mobile, that he doesn't have to chase around. His presence, his size is a factor in there. So, I think he's on target.
Franklin gave you a little bit of energy in the Stanford game. Are you expecting to play him just
Mm-hmm.
increasingly more all the time now?
Yep, sure am.
With him, you just got to get back in the flow.
Yeah, I mean, we had 2 good practices, which were good because it was mostly full court stuff up and down with just not too much breakdown drill. We were just able to get up and down, and I thought that was real positive for him.
It's just a matter of Ricky's getting more court time. Is it as simple as that?
Yeah, I mean, he's got to get himself back, work himself back in with the different people and how they play together and all that kind of stuff.
What are your expectations for Cameron as his career progresses here?
I think he's going to be a really good player. I mean, he causes problems as it is with his size. It's hard to move. He's just a big guy, and that's a little different. He's got good hands typically. You can't fool him like we've tried to do with passes that he can't see. But I think that if he embraces the fact and really gets to work in the off season on his body and changing that he's going to be a really nice player. His dad was not. I mean, I can't compare the two because I didn't coach him, but I can't imagine his dad being ahead of him really at this point in time in his career.
You were on with Tolbert on the radio the other day. I think Tom said something about when he saw Cameron run for the first time. He said it just was Sean all over the game.
Oh yeah, well, Sean didn't play his first year. He redshirted, and second year didn't play, so it took him a long time. And there's very similar characteristics about the two of them as it is, where the ball, how they shoot the ball, the kind of a low, kind of a knuckleball type shot. So I think Cameron's going to be just fine.
Is it a matter of his coordination catching up to his body, or vice versa?
Can you imagine trying to run around out there, John, right now?
Me? No.
All right, well, Cameron's a big guy. He was 300 pounds, and he was carrying weight. He's a big guy like that. I mean, he's really a big guy, and you just got to catch up. Some big guys like that, maybe they're really athletic, but I wouldn't say that was what he is. He's a big guy that has to get used to. He has to get stronger and more explosive and quicker, all of which he will do.
What's the travel particulars of this trip? Back or not?
No, because it's a noon Saturday game. There's no way we can come back and try to get back up after class Friday and try to play a noon game on Saturday. So we're getting out of after practice. We're chartering up so that we can get there at all without missing Wednesday. Yeah, without missing Tuesday, and then we'll get over to Seattle and come back commercial after the game on Saturday.
You guys would bring all their study materials and work on it?
Oh yeah. We'll have study sessions. I mean, you know, it's hard. I get why, but it's sure not made it easy. I mean, every game's a Wednesday. So it's changed the dynamics of the thing a little bit.